So here we are at the beginning of day 4. We finished yesterday with welding all of the pedestals to the footings after we leveled the machine. So you can see we will need to touch up some of the paint, but we have some of them still need to be done. For instance, this pedestal here could not be leveled until we had everything here and here welded down, because we had a slight bow in the steel, and every time we started raising this, that one would become too high. So we needed to set this height. This would be too low. Now that we have it welded, we were able to fix that bend, and now this is ready to weld this morning. We installed the hydraulic unit. We also installed the incline conveyor yesterday with positioning it down below under the crotch of the horizontal, and ran the conduit up to the motor. When we did our initial startup, the conveyor motors were spinning in the wrong direction, and we simply switched out one of the legs of the wires in the control panel to fix that direction issue. I wanted to show you back here. We were testing the lift arms yesterday, and we realized that one of the lift arm limit switches had been not set perfectly in the shop, and we needed to actually adjust this ever so slightly, a few degrees, in order for it to trip on time. We'll show you that later. We filled up our hydraulic unit. We turned it on. I'm not sure if you can see it in the dark. There is a rotation arrow. We turned it on and off in order for us to confirm that we had the rotation of the motor in the right direction. We needed to prime the lines to bleed the lines to get all of the air out of any of the lines that had dripped over in shipment. We did that by actuating the valves manually. The valves manually can be actuated by, get a light here, by pressing the inner circle of the valve right here. And we simply push that in opposite directions, probably about 5 times each, for it to bleed out and purge the lines. Right now we are about to set up the. You can see we installed the deflector plates under the saw box, as well as under the operator platform. We are working on also then going to be installing more of the freestanding deflector plates around here once we get everything in. One thing I wanted to point out was we went ahead and we have not installed the chain. I don't know if you saw that as it moved up, because you can see Jacob is easily moving the carriage by hand. And if we had the chain installed, we'd have to actually turn on the machine and use the motor to drive the carriage. So installing the carriage chain is probably the last thing that we're doing. And that's where we're at, and we'll continue to wrap up the installation today.